Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1999 Tom's T111. But before we get into that, I just want to say a big apology for the lack of Hot Lap Classics recently over the Christmas period. I've taken a little bit of a break, things got a little bit busy, but we are back and I promise you this is going to be a consistent stream. So if you want more Hot Lap Classic, come here every single day, 3 PM for your daily dose of hot lapping. Anyways, this is the Tom's T111. It's a tuner car based on the 1996 Toyota Sprinter Traino. I believe it is the Sprinter, or is it the Corolla? I can't remember, they're both the same car. Anyways, it's the 90s one, it's the front wheel drive one, and I have to say, out of all the tuner cars in this game, this is one of my favourites. I love the yellow paint, the body kit. I even quite like the 4-spoke wheels, which is usually something I really don't like. I just think overall, it's a very aesthetically pleasing car, this one. And statistically, it's not too bad. Front-engine front-wheel drive, 291 horsepower, 938 kilos. It is very light, reasonably powerful for a front-wheel drive car, and we're going to see how it gets along. Of course, it is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Ford GT90, a 28.180, or is it 190? I can't remember. Either way, this car's not beating that. This car, what should it be aiming for? Tough question. It's naturally aspirated. It is front-wheel drive, which is usually good. I find the turbo front-wheel drive cars are usually a little bit quicker, but still. Honda Integra 31.876. Well, we're already beating that. Dodge Neon 31.164. Anything else? Fiat Barchetta 31076. Somewhere around there. Maybe we can get towards something like the Opel Astra 30.9. Firmly mid-pack, or it should be firmly mid-pack anyway. The Japanese front-wheel drive cars, for whatever reason, do not seem to be quite as quick as their European counterparts around this course. There's no bias, that's just the way it goes. Believe me, I don't want to live in a world where a Honda Integra is slower than an Opel Astra, but unfortunately that is the way this cookie has crumbled around the track like this. It is a very nice car to drive, this. So I do remember on the Mugen CRX Pro 2 video that I did, there was a guy in the comment section who says he really misses when Gran Turismo used to have these tuner cars and that they've all gone away. And I think it's an interesting point, because you don't see these a lot anymore really in racing games. Everything's sort of moved on to, you know, more requested supercars and hypercars and stuff. You don't really see a lot of these tuners, and it's a bit of a shame, I guess. I mean, I guess some people would accuse these cars of being a little bit lazy, but the important thing I think to remember with tuned cars, and especially sort of like duplicate cars, like different trim levels and stuff, you shouldn't be thinking of it as a case of, oh, well, they added that car instead of this car. It's like, no, it's significantly easier to model a car that you already have in the game. You just need to add like a body kit or some different wheels onto it and stuff. So you shouldn't really think of these cars, or indeed duplicate cars, as like, oh, you know, they could have added a McLaren F1, but instead they added another model of Skyline. Well, no, it takes significantly less time. So it's sort of, think of these cars as additions. I do think it's a bit of a shame. The original Forza Motorsport as well used to have a lot of these tuned cars in the game, and especially in the first two, but as soon as we get into like Forza 3 and Forza 4, they sort of stopped doing that, which is a little bit of a shame, I think. I don't think we're going to be any quicker. It's a lovely car to drive, this. I definitely think it could go a little bit quicker. 31.102. Nice. I think that could have gone quicker. I will be honest. I think there's definitely 0.2 in there, if not like 0.4. Because it's a nice car to drive. It's just one of those cars where, on that last lap, when I was coming into the second corner, I could feel second gear just wasn't quite enough. It's one of those cars, because it's naturally aspirated, You have to get the gearing just right. Yeah, you can see Sector 1 on lap 3 was significantly quicker, so shame, but that's the way it crumbles. And to be fair, it still hasn't done too bad. A 31.102 will put it into 58th place. It is slightly quicker than a Honda Accord, Honda Prelude, Dodge Neon, Vauxhall Vectra, so it's right around where it really should be. I mean, ignore the fact it got beaten by a Fiat Barchetta, a Peugeot 106, but not bad, not bad. I definitely think it could have gone quicker as well. Like, I don't think it's the usual 0.2. I think there might genuinely be like 0.3, 0.4 in there if you keep going at it, but because it's naturally aspirated, the margins are so, you know, it's all about being in the right gear at the right time, and unfortunately I wasn't. Anyways, that's it for this edition of the Hot Lap Classic. Do hope you've enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time when I will be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.